Hey guys, good day. Welcome to day 27. We are going strong. So, I've just returned from a sacred healing mountain at 20,000 feet in the Andes called Alcen Gate, renewed, new insights, new vision, and new focus for what I feel would be a great collective focus for us all for the rest of the course. So, so the information I'm going to share here is based on research from other channeled materials such as the Ra, the Law of One material, the Bashar material, from many other teachers, and also from channels from spiritual teachers who have gained their own insights and done their own research, but also from a lot of research into people like Graham Hancock who are doing research into the true history of Earth. So the paradigm I'm coming to see is that the true history of Earth, or a truer history of Earth, a more accurate history of Earth, is the idea that life is cyclical. So this spiritual evolution of consciousness we're going through at present is my energies are getting strong. It's connecting with you guys. I feel into all your guys' energy as soon as I start doing the call, and it's like zzz. You see, it's actually easier to make these courses than you think, because when you start turning on the video to connect, to share information with the people you're sharing with, you actually create a collective consciousness. And you'll find a lot of my coach from my past course, so Corey Katuna's bootcamp, she mentioned that when she does the course, she finds she seems to have all this information and she doesn't know where it's come from, and she sounds like she knows all this stuff, and she's not really sure where it's coming from, and she feels like she's more intelligent than she is or something. And this is exactly how I feel, and it's because what's happening is when we're creating these calls, it's a higher consciousness in operation. Like, you guys want this information, and it's naturally being pulled out of me. I have the ability to act as a channel, obviously, to some degree, to quite a good degree, and so as soon as I switch the video on and start talking, my energy shifts, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah, so the idea is that life is cyclical in nature, and it's all going around in clockwork. They talked a lot about this in ancient Egypt, and you see this in the Wheel of Fortune symbolized in the tarot cards. The idea that life is cyclical, and we're going down, 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 and you descend, and you integrate, and you integrate, and you integrate, and then you have a new realization, and you climb up and up and up in frequency, and then you reach a peak, and then something shatters your reality, so you need to integrate and start again. And this is the cycle we go through daily, pretty much now as Starseeds going through this spiritual process. And it's also a process we go through monthly, yearly, and as we passed through the equinox just recently, we're all experiencing similar things to what we experienced last equinox. I always have a lot of contact around equinox periods. This is due to the cyclical nature of reality and how things repeats itself, and life builds upon itself, and it grows according to the Fibonacci spiral and the Fibonacci sacred geometry spiral of life that builds upon itself. And this is the idea: everything we focus upon grows, and this is why we should always follow our highest excitement, because whatever we focus on grows, and then we focus upon more and more and more of what excites us, and our life gets epic. So the idea is that these cycles, there's cycles that go on for, they talk about a lot of this in the Vedas and the Upanishads, the ancient Hindu texts, how there's cycles of millions of years, and now we're going through a copper age or a bronze age, and it's much more difficult in this age to become enlightened, because we're in a much more denser frequency. And of course this lines up with the idea of the densities of evolution. And so the idea is that within this there are smaller cycles, and what's very significant to our reality at present is the 26,000 years cycle. And so the idea is that we are at the beginning, as I understand it, of a new 26,000 year cycle, a beginning of a new evolution. So 13,000 years ago, we were at the peak of evolution of our last cycle, and this was Atlantis. This was the classic story of Atlantis, where, ET contacts were landing, they were coming in ships, we were interacting with interdimensional beings. There was this council of light beings that lived in the high temple that Thoth would communicate with and then relay their information to humanity. And so this was the peak of humanity 13,000 years ago. And the idea is that we spent that first 13,000 years evolving from likely a very primal state of like cavemen or something through these evolutions into this understanding of deep spiritual love-like consciousness, and that love and compassion and unity is the way forward, and we understood this. But the idea is that we went into a 13,000 year devolutionary cycle where fear and control, like people had the thoughts in Atlantis, oh, look at all this power I have with this crystal, I could manipulate these people and own a whole kingdom, why not, it's fun, like life is only a dream anyway, so what does it matter? And so this understanding that life's a dream, it's a dangerous place for negative thoughts to slip in, and this happened, and we descended over thousands of years through the ages, through Egypt, where they were very highly and wise intelligence, but warring and negative principles were slipping in, control and manipulation and power were slipping in, it's all conflicted. And then we've descended through the ages through to today, where we're now reaching an evolution of consciousness, where we're now on an upward cycle again, and that's why everyone's awakening. And so what's occurring on planet Earth at the minute is this is a global awakening of consciousness, where everyone's awakening to a new dimension of reality according to their vibration and what reality they choose through their choices and their excitements and their vibrations. And so this is a clockwork evolution, and you are part of it. And so you just have to go with the flow and follow your excitement and follow your role. Shivaya.